And yet, when somebody makes a statement that the labors of our heroes past are in vain, I beg to disagree. Let our brother Peter Obi show leadership like Edwin Clark did by resolving first the crisis in the Labour Party. For a man who wants to run Nigeria, you have one of the smallest parties in Nigeria, and you cannot even resolve the crisis in that Labour Party. Is it the crisis of Boko Haram that you will come and resolve in Nigeria? I would like us to be known for what we did when we had the opportunities. As I speak now, I can tell you about the dualized thoroughfares in my state. I can tell about the flyovers in my state. I can tell about the best international hospital in my state. I can tell about the monuments of government houses that are built, both for the governor and deputy. I'm one of the best digitalized governor's office in Nigeria. I can tell you about the best international stadium in West Africa. I can tell you about the free and compulsory education that I did for all Nigerians. I can tell you about the unity I brought in religion by sponsoring over 5,800 Muslims to the Holy Land and over 12 to 15,000 Christians to Rome and to Jerusalem. But then, those who are aspiring as presidential candidates and trying to cause division with their mouths, using the social media, tell them to resolve the small crisis in the smallest party they have in Nigeria first, before they come to talk about the larger Nigeria. But for the social media, it is unregulated. I wish you luck as you have a field day. I'm saying this because this is what Edwin Clark would have advised if he were alive. So I've started to speak his voice. May his soul rest in perfect peace. And on that note, may we rise to observe 1 minute silence in honor of this icon.
Okay, now, very cool, can only be in Nigeria. Hey, Akpabio said they talk. People they talk. Akpabio to get mouth, open mouth they talk. Hey, what be that way they say? Small waiting they shake. Very cool, I'm literally looking at him and it's like feeling cool. Anyway, Mr. Akpabio, before I go on there, let me first of all tell you that women are safe where Mr. Peter Obi is. You understand? Unlike you, where there are reported series of, and don't even say it's me, just listen to this.
Not at all.
We got reports that when Godwin Akpabio was a governor, he was corrupt.
He was corrupt. Not only he was corrupt, but he was also in the habit of abusing, women.
So who do you
think?
They
say, Aisha Yusuf, she's always, Aisha. This is not Aisha Yusuf. At least Atiku Abubakar said this one. And I didn't hear Akpabio say Pim when they said he is corrupt. I see, Atiku no put water for mouth, talk the thing, say, Akpabio is corrupt. And not only that, he's fond of abusing women. So, calm down, bros. And then coming back to it, where Akpabio talked about, because I took my time, I took my pen and my paper, I wrote everything down as he was talking about. The first of all, I want to talk about, the issue of Boko Haram. So Akpabio coming out to say that, if he cannot solve, that Mr. Peter Obi cannot solve Labour Party problem, is it Boko Haram crisis is going to solve? So do you people, me up to now, you've not solved Boko Haram crisis. This month will be 10 years, a decade that APC has been there and they came on the mantra of solving that crisis. So up till now, Boko Haram crisis has not only been solved, it is something that you use to gauge and tell someone that oh, if you can't do this, so are you going to do this? Meaning that you people have zero capacity to solve it. You can't solve it. You're Senate president. You know the illegitimate president has absolutely nothing, cannot solve the Boko Haram crisis, is not interested in it, and you haven't done anything. Oh, my bad. Birds of the same feather. Oh, okay. Now. So nothing will happen out of this. So that's number one on it. On the issue of Labour Party, when Akpabio talked about Labour Party crisis, I think so. Akpabio thinks how do I put it now? Parties are the same thing as slave camp. So because in APC they are in a slave camp where all of them have to dobale and kiss somebody's ring. Even he that is supposed to be the third political highest ranking office in the land. First of all, the highest office in the land is the office of the citizen. The highest political office in the political office is that of the president, and then the Senate president is supposed to be third. After the vice president, you have the Senate president. Yet Akpabio is still kissing ring. He's still doing boy. He's still doing yes sir. He's still doing dobale. So he thinks every political party that's how it behaves. No, Akpabio, that's not how it's done. So the issue of where the crisis or no crisis that have been rocking APC left, right, and center. Other than the one they have used this thing to tie you people down and hold you and you can't speak. And you have to kiss a ring. You think that's the same thing? No, so what Peter Obi has in Labour Party is a political party. What you, Akpabio, have in APC is actually a slave camp. So there are two different things. Nobody is kissing ring here. When you see those crises, it's allowing process to happen. I know due process sometimes is not something that you guys know, but that's one of the things that is happening where Mr. Peter Obi said, let the process follow through. And it's not the one that you forcing everybody, to kiss that ring. Then the issue came on the issue of development. So I think somebody needs to tell Mr. Akpabio, Senator Akpabio, that white elephant projects are not the same thing as development. Most of these projects are actually conduit pipes, so they use them to siphon money, where lots of money are stolen. By the way, Akpabio has this EFCC case since 2023 that first of all he said he was very sick. He said this, after that sickness matter, I'm still going to come back to it. He said he was this, he was that, and then he didn't show up at EFCC. The next thing, he became Senate president. EFCC kept the matter. Nobody is referring to the matter. There's 108 billion naira corruption charges, stealing, looting charges against Senator Akpabio at EFCC that he looted the Akwa Ibom state money. There's also another charges, if I'm not mistaken, out of his term as the minister of NDDC, Niger Delta Development Commission. Yes, out of that one also. So what is that? So he talked about flyover, best what stadium. All these are conduit pipes. So this stadium, how many times did they use it? Fine, it's a fantastic stadium. People that have been there have said it's the best in Nigeria. Probably it can't be the best in Africa, because I know the other time they were talking about Rwanda own. It's the best, but how helpful has it been to your people? How has it increased their standard of living in terms of their health, in terms of their education, and all of that? So somebody's what do you call it now? Somebody sending pilgrims to Jerusalem and Mecca is now an achievement. No, that's a waste of government money. As far there's no need, nobody should be subsidizing anybody for religion. It's a personal business. And then the issue of the hospital, is that not the same hospital? Has Akpabio ever attended that hospital? Because I remember, if I'm not mistaken, when there was an accident he had, since somebody had jumped red lights, whatever, hitting, whatever, he had to leave the country. He doesn't go to the hospital. So you have a world-class hospital, but you don't attend this world-class hospital. You have to go to other part of the world to attend their own hospital. Sometimes when people they talk, they shut up. It's good to shut up. Face your business, mind your business. it's good to shut up, face your business, mind your business, no dey carry mouth put for where this thing. And then what are the other things? Okay, and a digitalized government house, a stadium, a best international hospital that Akpabio himself never attends, you know, a free education. Well, you know what? I think at this moment, let me just end this video with what they said about Mr. Peter Obi. Not he himself saying it now. What they said. Have a look.
Fortune 500 companies like SAB Miller, Distel, and GlaxoSmithKline, Nemeth Pharmaceuticals, etc., to Anambra State. Under him, Anambra State was rated the least indebted state in Nigeria by the Debt Management Office. Anambra was adjudged by the Federal Ministry of Works the state with the best network of roads in the country, having asphalted over 800 kilometers of roads. He reopened long-closed schools and returned missionary schools to the original owners with a grant of 6 billion naira for their rehabilitation, distributing over 30,000 computers, internet access, Microsoft academies to over 500 schools. Anambra State students, for the first time, achieved first place nationwide in the 2013 WAEC and NECO Common Entrance examinations. He provided 700 buses to secondary schools in the state and provided boreholes to over 300 schools. He also built classroom blocks in all the 177 communities in the state. He ensured the payment of over 35 billion naira in outstanding pensions and gratuities in the state since 1999. Before he became governor, no single health institution was accredited in the state. But under his administration, 10 schools of nursing, midwifery, and medical technology, as well as 2 hospitals, were accredited. Mr. Peter Obi stands for justice and fairness and was the first Nigerian governor to reclaim his governorship mandate after 3 years in the court, giving confidence to others